The delights of the bottle and charms of good wine, to the power and the pleasures of love must resign. Though the night in the joys of good drinking be past, the debauch is but till the next morning doth last. But love's great debauch is more lasting and strong, for that often lasts a man all his life long. Love and wine are the bonds that fasten us all. The world but for this to confusion would fall, were it not for the pleasures of love and good wine. Mankind for each trifle their lives would resign. They'd not valued a life, or would live without thinking, nor kings rule the world but for love and good drinking. For the grave and the dull, by sobriety cursed, that would ne'er take a glass but for quenching his thirst. He that once in a month takes a touch of the smock, and poor nature upholds with a bit and a knock. Whatever the ignorant rabble may say, though he breathes still 100, he lives but a day. Let the Puritan preach against wenches and drink. He may prate out his lungs, but I know what I think. When the lecture is done, he'll a sister entice. Not a lecture in town can outdo him advice. Though beneath his religion he stifles his joys, and becomes a debauch without clamour or noise. Twixt the vices of both little difference lies, but that one is more open, the other precise. Though he drinks like a chick, with his eyeballs lift up, yet I'll warrant thee, boy, he shall take off his cup. His religious debauch does the gallant's outmatch, for a saint is his wench, and a psalm is his catch. For the lady of virtue and honour so strict, that who offers her guineas deserves to be kicked. Who with sport by herself doth her fancy beguile, that's ashamed of a jest and afraid of a smile. May she lie by herself till she wears out the stairs, going down to her dinner and up to her prayers. But let us that have noble and generous souls no method observe but in filling our bowls. Let us frolic it round to replenish our veins, and with notions divine to inspire our brains. 'Tis a way that's genteel and is found to be good, both to quicken the wit and enliven the blood. What a pleasure it is to see bottles before us, with the women among us to make up the chorus. Now a jest, now a catch, now a buss, now a health, till our pleasure comes on by insensible stealth. And when grown to a height, with our girls we retire, by a brisker enjoyment to slacken the fire. And this is the way that the wiser do take, a perpetual motion in pleasure to make. With a flood of a brine we fill up each vein, all the spirit of which love's a limbeck must drain, while the soberer sot has no motion of blood, for his fancy is nothing but puddle and mud. He's a slave to his soul, who in spite of his sense, with a clog of his own putting on can dispense. For he fetters himself when at large he might rove, so he's tied from the sweets of good drinking and love. Yet he's satisfied well that he's thought to be wise, by the dull and the foolish, I mean the precise. For my part, whatever the consequence be, to my will and my fancy I'll always be free. They are mad that do wilfully run upon shelves, since dangers and troubles will come of themselves. For whoever desireth to live like a man, he must be without trouble as long as he can. And these are the pleasures true gallants do find, to which if you are not, you should be inclined. If you follow my counsel, you take off the curse, and if you do not, we are never the worse. Yet none will refuse but a beggar or cit, who to carry on the humour wants money or wit.